Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is David Novak. I am in the Gulag Archipelago, Part 3, in the midst of Chapter 8, titled The Trusties. Solzhenitsyn divides the camp into two types of prisoner: the sloggers and the trusties. Now, the trusties make about 10% of the population, maybe 8%, and they are people who have managed to get themselves into something of a slightly cushier position. They were exempt from the real hard labor on the gangs, if you will, that would be marched out daily to wherever it was, the forest. And he raises very interesting ethical questions, which even go beyond the milieu or the environment of the Gulag or the prison system itself. In our day, we talk about them very often using the word privilege, which I often think to myself is we use the term in a denigratory manner, but for most of human society in most places, having some form of privilege was a thing to be sought for. It was a positive. I think Solzhenitsyn in this chapter is doing a very nice job of laying out all of the ethical questions that come along with a person's occupying any position of privilege within a society. Let me just read a little bit from this. In order to abstain from coming to some sort of an arrangement in camp and let the force of gravity take over and drag you down to the bottom, one must have a very stable soul, a very illumined consciousness, a large part of one's term behind one, and, probably, in addition, regular parcels from home. Otherwise, it is straight suicide. As the gratefully guilty old camp veteran D.S.L. put it, if I am alive today, that means someone else was on the list for execution in my place that night. If I am alive today, it means that someone else suffocated in the lower hold in my place. If I am alive today, it means that I got those extra 7 ounces of bread which the dying man went without. All this is written not in reproach. The basic viewpoint of this book has already been set forth and will be held to until the end. All who suffered, all who were squeezed, all who were forced to make a cruel choice ought rather to be vindicated than accused. The more correct thing will be to vindicate them. But in forgiving oneself the choice between dying and being saved, do not forgetfully cast a stone at the one whose choice was even harder. We have already met such people in this book, and there will be more. From the Gulag Archipelago by Aleksandr Solzhenitsyn. Thank you for stopping by my channel.